Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. Today we're going to be continuing our Only Germans Hanoverian Corps playthrough. I'm just going to take a minute here to look at my troops, refresh myself on what I've got. We've got our Jaegers here, our Brunswicker Musketeers, Light Cavalry, our Hanoverian Infantry. Okay. And these guys are Hessians. I need to remember that. Maybe I might just make a note here for myself that they are a melee regiment, because I'm afraid that when I get into battle, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh man, who is this? Just get out there and go fight." And I need to know that these are my melee units. So, just gonna add a little note there for myself. All right, I'm liking this. Let's go ahead and get into battle. Make sure that we're good with all of our items. Coffee. Can anyone use coffee? I think we're good. Would I rather have you guys with a Tula? Well, this is the better melee weapon. It's got better charge on it. I don't plan on putting you guys into a shooting fight, so I guess that's why I gave you the Yonchoping. Okay, I'm pretty okay with this. Somebody pointed out that I should put the Jaegers in my artillery brigade, which makes a lot of sense, so I'm going to do that. So now they're going to benefit from the extra range, and they're getting a charge debuff, but who cares, they're Jaegers. And now these guys will get melee damage reduced. They'll get a charge bonus. So this, and by these guys I mean our Hessian melee units. So that's good. This was a good optimization. So thank you to whoever left that comment. Really appreciate it. And honestly, part of me wonders if I should switch out our artillery officer for this guy, since we're getting accuracy and range and stamina and veterancy gain. Maybe I will make that change just as like a slight optimization. It's kind of a bummer because he is like our artillery man, right? This artillery is named after him, but I think this is a slight optimization since we're going into the HQ battle, and then I'll switch him back in. Okay, without further ado, I think we're ready. So let's go ahead and go fight the HQ. Let's see, they've got some Grinzer Grenadiers, Grinzer Fusiliers, so they'll have some light infantry out front. They've got some normal Fusiliers, Crownland Recruits, Dragoons, Artillery. So really the challenge is going to come from their light infantry and their Grinzer Grenadiers. I'm not too worried about the recruits or the Fusiliers. Okay. Let's... And these guys have canister now, right? They do. Okay. So I need to set them up in a way that will let them use their canister. Got a bunch of artillery. Gosh, they have so much line infantry. Not line infantry, light infantry. They've got 4 units. And... oh, they only have 1 unit of Grenzer Grenadiers? Okay, I thought they had more. So it's really just going to be a matter of trying to take out this light infantry. So what's the best way to do this? I think I'll probably go take this big hill and put the artillery on there, and then try to have our units set up over here and over here. And okay, now we've got everyone. Let's go ahead and get going. Let's definitely have our melee unit. I guess he can just kind of come over here. I want to put him at a point in the line where I feel like he'll be a good backup unit. Maybe I have the battalion artillery go out a little further. Actually, are they even... They're not battalion artillery anymore, they're field artillery, so I need to update that. Okay, and then Jaegers go out in front, light cav. And maybe we send the block out here, and then we take our officer and we put him here, and then let's take this guy, have him here, and then he can be here, and we'll take you and put you here with our Brunswicker right next to him, and then the Hessian, I don't know, will be somewhere. Jaegers up front. Keep the general nearby. Maybe we move the Jaegers over here and start to try to work on the flank. And both of you can take off your bayonets. Get a little bit of better reload. I forgot I wanted to send you over here. Let's start moving forward here with these guys. Here, let's come back a little bit more. And is there artillery setting up? Indeed they are. So let's go ahead and spread out. it looks like they're getting hit, and they're getting hit. And let's go ahead and open up. I mean, maybe on these dragoons. Okay, not actually a great outcome. They want to shoot the Fusiliers, which is a terrible idea. Let's move up here. Man, okay. I think we had like one cannonball hit. Cavalry, come over here. These Crimson Grenadiers are a little dangerous. So let's actually send the cavalry up here. We don't need you here. You can move. And let's just switch you to canister. Let's unlimber you. Get the general up here. How are these guys in melee? They're actually fairly strong. These guys are pretty weak. Oh, our block guys are getting shot up. Let's hurry up and get the general over here, give them their boost. Maybe after this volley from the Hungarians, we'll send the light cavalry in. Okay, never mind. That worked. These guys can almost toss their grenades from... Let's get them into a line. Move out. Okay, have you guys... Okay, these guys have fired. They're going to fire, and then we're gonna walk up and throw grenades. Wagenheim, hold your fire. Let's hit those Fusiliers. Keep advancing. Run into position and throw a grenade, please. Very nice. And then take your shot. Love that. Let's get you guys in a position. Here. Form back into a column. You guys. Okay, good. Let's try to hit that cavalry. And okay, looks like their own cavalry are starting to form up. Let's hold fire here until those dragoons come into range. Pull back the Jaegers. Our Sachsen-Gotha foot need to be protected. They're pretty close to breaking. Oh, I never gave these guys the fire order. Okay, fortunately it wasn't too bad. Hold your fire. Did someone break? Oh my. My block foot broke. Oh shoot, my light cavalry got hit there. Okay. We can go ahead and advance now here, just take out that artillery. Okay, looks like they're all pretty much done, except for this one unit. But we're gonna go ahead and run up, and then throw grenades at them. Unfortunately, these guys weren't super effective because I didn't make a hole to use the canister. Let's try throwing grenades and just see what happens. See what happens there. And let's pull up our Jaegers. Yeah, unfortunately not very effective. Okay, we'll just charge into them. Okay, knocked him out. Very good. And we knocked them out. I am worried about the morale on these units, just the normal Hanoverian foot. I feel like I need to turn them into grenadiers in order to raise their morale a little bit. Lost 3,000 guys. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take the manpower so that those losses aren't quite as severe. And then let's see, okay, line brigade, we want shooting. Okay, accuracy, like that. And then for our cavalry / melee brigade, I feel like morale damage is like taking less morale damage is okay. I know this is like a legendary trait, but I feel like I don't super value reducing morale damage. I'd rather have them to have a melee trait, so we're just going to skip for now. And we're going to sort off the things that we can sell. Here's a cartridge box. What do you guys have? You have a normal one? So here, we'll take a bigger one for you. Okay. Ooh, heavy socket bayonets. We'll give to these guys. And then just normal socket bayonets. Can anyone use them? The Jaegers can. But I'd rather... yeah, give you guys the normal socket bayonet, so you're a little bit more effective in melee, whereas the light socket bayonet isn't quite as good in melee. Do I just want to upgrade you guys to Hanoverian Grenadiers right now? Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I feel like their morale is too low at 40. And we'll get them renamed to Grenadiers. So there we go, Grenadiers. I really like the cap on these guys. I like that coloring. And you guys need what, 5 to be Jaegers? And I need to rename you guys to Field Artillery. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Got a light saddle. You guys don't have any saddle. So maybe we'll upgrade you guys later. And what should we get? Oh, the infantry morale. That is helpful. Campaign visibility also helpful. I'm going to take the... I think I will take... Let's see, this will help us spot more encounters. This will help us do better in battle, where... let's take the morale. Let's take the morale. Because also, if we get their morale up high, it will increase their combat effectiveness. So maybe that's worth it. Recruit, okay. Okay. Raid 3 settlements. Let's do this because this is a German unit, I assume by the name. I'm gonna look it up just to make sure, but I'm fairly certain that they are a German unit and not a British unit. So Von Roth Hussars. Yes, they were Brunswick cavalry, it seems. Cool. So, probably the doctrine I like the most is the Camp Powdermaster out of these here, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad, especially because we're still going to need to recruit some more units. So, if we can get this kind of early on in this act before we start recruiting a bunch of units, this is going to be very helpful. So we'll go into Thuringia. We'll be fighting the French and the Austrians again. Okay, we're going to be dealing with winter eventually. Everyone's replenishing. Ugh. It's not a great replenishment rate, unfortunately. Yeah, let's take the provisions. And we need to raid 3 settlements, so I'll probably come shop here and then raid it down. It's got a negative modifier, so not really any point in coming back here. Going south, we'll hit 3 slums fairly easily. And here we can buy up a bunch of ammunition. Here they've got artillery. And there's 2 slums in the north. And 2 in the east. So I think that what we can do is we can swing south, hit these slums pretty easily, and then come up here and get these 2 slums. And let's see what our modifiers are again. So we've got the item sale, Carthaginian spirit, so we can go right over these mountains, and it or maybe these are hills. I'm not sure like how the terrain is coded here, but in any case, Carthaginian spirit should help us. Oh, we've got the extra veterancy when we recruit units, casualties restored, better foraging. Okay, okay. So let's come over here, go to Langensalza. Let's see what there is here. Oh, a bunch of British units, so we definitely can burn this place down. Let's see. Okay. Iron grenades. Quartermaster. Cylindrical ramrods are good. These elevation screws are also good. I might buy those elevation screws and the cylindrical ramrod. And we can sell off these things. I'd say that's a pretty good trade there. Let's see, who could use the ramrod? Jaegers definitely could. Let's see, what did I hand over to our Hessians? Okay. Here, let's get you the excellent elevation screws, and you can have the basic ones. Not basic, but the good ones. Like, light. Let's see, do I want you to keep this surgeon? Or would I rather give that to, like, our Hessians and run them into more battles? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we take the surgeons off of you. Oh, shoot. We need a lot of veterancy, actually. Never mind, never mind. Anyone else that the surgeons might be better on? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe our light cavalry? But their replenishment rate isn't bad. I would rather mitigate casualties here if possible. And let's see. I know these guys have a ramrod, so let's give them a better one. We can give a better ramrod to our Brunswickers, who will eventually be Jaegers. And let's see. Do I want you to be our... Yeah, I want you to be our artillery officer because I value that extra range. And then when we get another brigade going, we'll pop it open and we'll have him be like our second line infantry brigade. And let's open up a slot here and put the saddle on. These haversacks are pretty low priority. I can sell them off eventually. Yeah, I honestly have a bunch of stuff that I can sell off if I find more things that I want. I do like this Chevaux de Frise. I like the double canister. Man, that's a huge hit to range though. 64. Jeez. Okay. These Chevaux de Frise are good, so I'm gonna buy them. For sure. And let's see, do I have a Grenadier? I guess you don't really need the morale in the charge. And we can give you the Chevaux de Frise. If anything, you should have the bagpipers, but I want you guys to rack up more experience first. Maybe we give you guys shoes so you move around a little faster. I like the grenades, but they might not be all that practical on you at the moment. Here, we'll give you a little bit more stamina. And then you guys don't need the shoes as much. I'll give you cartridge boxes since you reload pretty quickly. The bagpipers I will give to the Hessians eventually, but just not this moment. Okay, anyway, this is good. I could buy that. And what is your... You just have basic canister, so I could buy this and the basic canister, or the good canister. Maybe we hold off on the good canister. And I really don't even... Yeah, let's buy that. Let's go ahead and buy that. And then we can hand that to you. And you can take that. And is anyone else? Canteen. Maybe... Yeah, it's fine. Canteen is fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep moving. And let's burn down this town. Maybe we buy some food and some manpower, and then we can burn it down. And then we'll head south. Okay, good cheese, half gators, spontoon. Who could use a spontoon? Maybe you guys? Maybe our Hardenberg Grenadiers? Who's got low morale? Sheesh. Okay, yeah, let's give it to you guys. Good cheese we can sell off, probably. Okay. Now let's move south. We can stay on the road while we're looking for places. We can take a reservist. What am I getting? I am getting enlistment officers, but I don't know that I'll come back this way, so let's just take the reservists now. Let's visit this encampment. Let's go ahead and wait 4 days and take the likely chance of success, because that's a pretty good outcome. Let's switch you guys to have Charlevilles. And you guys we can give a Potsdam to instead of the land pattern. The Potsdam has longer range, less accurate, but it's got a way better reload. I value the Potsdam more than the land pattern. Let's go hit up this slum. Wow, we just zoomed over the mountain thanks to the Carthaginian spirit. That's pretty cool. Oh, very nice. Okay, we'll see all the encounters and all villages. Cool, so then we can come over here. Or we can come to this encampment, come down here, and then do like that. And then come up here and hit up the other 2 slums. I'm hoping to get a battle out of some of these encampments. Provide a blanket, or get a bunch of reservists. We can... I don't really want to hand over blankets. I mean, blankets are cheap, though. But a bunch of reservists? That's pretty cool. I do think that the reservists would be more... Like, because 500 reservists, I think it's usually like 70. Oh, but we can buy them pretty cheap over here. Okay, so let's give up the blanket. Let's make sure they didn't take a blanket off one of our units. It did. Took it off of our cavalry. So what can we give you instead? A haversack? Or a Bible? $23, $46. Okay, let's equip the Bible because it's worth more, so I'm ideally getting more value out of it. Hussar sabers, cuirassier swords. Okay, and then let's come fight this patrol. Let's see what we're up against. Some veteran fusiliers, normal fusiliers. Ooh, veteran hussars. Those are dangerous. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Veteran Fusiliers are over here. Okay. So let's go ahead and line up our grenadiers more on this side, with our block grenadiers on the edge. These guys here, Hardenberg here, and trying to think if this is even like where we necessarily want to be on the map. Maybe we like hold in the forest, could take our 6-pounder and put them up on the hill here, and have our 12-pounder in the forest or something like that. Or maybe off to the side a little bit. Maybe like over here. And then let's see. So I still want these grenadiers to be kind of more on the right-hand side. And then we can take these 2-foot units, put them towards the middle. Let's take our Brunswickers with our Hessians. And then our Jaegers will just be out front where needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get you guys out here. You guys get to marching. You guys will come up here and set up. The block grenadiers will remain here on the flank, ready to load their quartered shot. And we'll put our general where needed. Speed things up. Hold your fire. Bring the general over here. Or the general can support over here and you guys can come over here. Oh man, okay. Let's spread out. And let's figure out what I want to do with this light artillery, or not, our Lipa artillery, I mean. Maybe we swing them over this way. Put them in a gap right here. Yeah, bring these guys up. Bring the block grenadiers up. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, take your bayonet off. You guys can take your bayonet off. I'll let you guys just open fire. You've got a lot of ammunition. my block grenadiers we're going to bring out wide. Maybe we set up our Wangenheim like on the riverbank over here, and then we can march them across, or, you know, get them on the flank over here. You guys can open fire. Very nice. Switch to canister. Looks like they're still getting their line in order, and then they should advance after that. I don't think we're in danger of getting charged over here, so I'm going to take off bayonets. Let's get these guys running into position. And you guys can take off your bayonets. And let's get formed up over here. The artillery is making a mess over here. Let's bring the light cavalry around. Switch to canister. Come wide just a little bit. Okay, good job. Slowed you up with quartered shot now. And these guys have Jaeger rifles, so we're going to need to advance to be able to hit them. Oh, these guys are retreating. Dang. Here, let's bring our general over here. Take your bayonets off for now. Okay. Come help out over here. You guys go with the block grenadiers. Here, form up and reload first. Before that cavalry causes mayhem. Bayonets on. Put your bayonets on. Shoot. Our Jaegers just got Evaporated, what? I don't understand. What? The unit just straight up exploded. I don't understand that. Oh, and then the Hungarians are causing chaos over here. I don't understand what happened to these Jaegers still. Oh, this might be really bad for us. We might lose a lot of units here, actually. Because I didn't move these guys out of the center quickly enough. Jeez, man. My Jaegers are getting blown up left and right. Switch you guys back to round shot. And let's go ahead and charge these guys from the flank. Well, we certainly lost our Jaegers. We probably lost this artillery as well, which is very, very unfortunate. Let's knock out that artillery. Okay. And then let's hit them. Okay, great. We are going to hope and pray that our artillery survived by the skin of its teeth. Oh, that's tough to say. That's really tough to say. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the conscription in case that helps preserve their life. It did not. Oh, that feels so bad to lose that unit along with the Jaegers. Oh man, what a brutal way to have that play out. Yeah, I'm devastated at the moment. Well, I mean, it's not like it's game over. We can still bounce back from this. We just need to find some more units. But I can't believe a patrol did that to us. I mean, it wasn't even like the units were necessarily very strong, except for those Hungarian hussars. Jeez. Man, oh man. Okay, is there anything else I definitely want to sell? Probably the cheese. Probably these cartridge boxes. We'll keep the earthworks. Here, we'll expand this slot for you, give you the earthworks. And let's put you over here for now. Kind of a miracle that the officer didn't die, now that I think about it. Okay. Then let's head into the town here. Let's buy up a bunch of ammunition, because we're short. Take a look at the barracks. Brunswicker Musketeers. Hanoverian Foot. Hanoverian Foot. Okay. So let's do that. Let's definitely replace the foot. I don't know if I want more light infantry at the moment, but we can definitely take the foot. Let's sell off some things. Sell those. And I can probably sell the haversacks. I can definitely sell the medicinal herbs. And I can sell this Neustadt. And I'll sell this. And let's see what I need. Okay. So now I need about 150 because I need to get to 1160. So what do I sell now? These elevation screws I'm probably not going to use. The haversacks, no. Dirty shoes, probably not. I'm still just hanging on to these howitzers. Man, they really don't have a good sale value. They don't even have a 1/3 of their price as sale value. Gosh, what else can we get rid of? Maybe this basic canteen. Basic elevation screws aren't really worth it. And then let's sell maybe the light socket bayonet, because I think the Hanoverians, they come with a normal socket bayonet, so we can sell that. Okay. So unfortunately that ate into us trying to get a new brigade, but we did restore our losses, which is something. Here, let's give you a Potsdam. And then let's get you guys equipped if possible. take a surgeon, take that. And then you can have these gators, the entrenching tool. Is there anything on our Hessians? No. Bagpipers. Maybe we take that off of you and give you the bagpipers. And let's give one of our Hanoverian foot the quartermaster. Shoot. I'm so silly. I do that all the time. There we go. Okay. And then I don't think there's really anything else here to be gained, so I think we will just raid this town into the ground. Okay. Got some stuff that we can sell off later. And I'm actually going to give you guys the shepherd's axe because I prefer that over the entrenching tool. And you guys can have the entrenching tool. We've got plenty of reservists, so let's take the equipment. And we got some good stuff, so that is good. We'll give you guys the good Potsdams for when you become Jaegers, and the good Jönköpings we'll hand over to our Hessian Musketeers. Also, we need to change the names on our Hanoverian foot. So let me find some names to customize them. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to pull up Chronoscoff. Okay, here we go. Hanover. So, let's see. We could name one Brunk and the other one Post. Those sound good to me. So first off, we've got the Brunk. Hold on, let me come back into the game. Is that how it's spelled? Give me a second. Yep, Brunk. And then our other one we will name Post. Let me take a look and see if they have flags. Yes, they do. Okay, so the Brunk, I think that's what I was looking at. Yes. The Brunk have the lion, yeah, like this. And it is on a white background. Perfect. And their coat is actually red with green facings here in the front. Okay, looking good. And then the Post, give me just a second. They're also red coats with green facings. Oh, I see. Okay. I actually messed up the flag. I gave the Brunk like the flag that pretty much all Hanoverian infantry used. So let's come back here, and they actually have like a blue or black background with the sword thing. There we go. And then, okay, blue or green background. Let's do this blue one. Because these guys are red. Okay, good. And these guys are blue. Perfect. And then let's take a look at our post. Oh man, I messed up. Okay, it's the posts that have... Sorry, guys. It's the posts that have this with the blue. And then let's change their jacket while we're here. And these guys, their flag is... it looks like a rock in the ocean with a bunch of lightning bolts hitting it. I don't think we have that. So maybe we just hand them the generic Hanoverian flag. Does anyone else have this already? I don't think so, right? There's a red one, but not a white one. So we'll take that as a win. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep going with the time that we have left. I won't be playing for too much longer. Let's come over here, visit the slum, rig the game, take the free money, and then let's... Do I want to come over here and then here? Or do I want to go through here, here, here? This is more straightforward, but I think I kind of need more encounters to make up for some of the losses that I've taken. So let's go through the mountains here. Go into the mountains. We're not going to take a penalty. And delaying the HQ is awesome, so I like that. That was worth it. Then let's come over here. And yeah, keep them quiet. And this Hearts and Minds is such a good doctrine to have. Let's come visit the outpost. And let's give them one of our howitzers. Got a bunch of stuff. Let's forage while we're marching over to Coburg. Jeez, winter's almost upon us, which is really depressing. And there's Hessians here, but not much else. Anything to buy? There's good tea. Artillery. They've got a bronze 6-pounder that we could buy. I don't know if we'll have the money to get a Shuvalov, unfortunately. Got a bunch of officers. If I burn down a town, it should probably be this one. Or like another village that I come across. This is a good candidate, actually, for me to burn down and get my last raided settlement to get my free unit. With that being said, I think I'm a little on the poor side to really afford anything here. I do need to buy up food, so I will do that. But everything else is kind of outside of my price range. Gun picks. Can anyone use gun picks? Yeah, I could open a slot for you. Okay. I think I don't want to spend any more at the moment because I want to save up for the new brigade. So, but let's buy up some food that we desperately need. And then let's march up through here. Do these slums, burn that town. You know, normal stuff. Let's leave for a minute. Do I want to risk losing my officer? Probably not. Maybe if I find like a, maybe if I find another officer or come across an officer, I can do that. But I don't especially want to do that at the moment. Oh, here's a good artillery officer. What have they got here? Subsidy battalion artillery. Okay, that is good. That is good, because I do need the battalion artillery. So maybe I don't burn this town down quite yet. I can come back here. And they've got a lot of interesting artillery. A lot of these Geschwindstuk. Yeah, man, I am just deathly poor at the moment. Let's come up here, hit this encampment, hit these two slums, burn that place down. And try to get a new brigade. There's an encamped army over here. We would definitely get our butts kicked. Here, let's just try to persuade him. Oh, nice. And he is morale damage, stamina, charge. Okay. So he's kind of like a backup melee officer, I guess. Very cool. Then let's come visit these slums. I don't really need to use up my ammunition. Okay, we'll come back and get that. Let's just delay the HQ. Get our recruitment costs down. Come visit this town. Oh, subsidy recruits. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. This is actually a good town because it's got so many German units in it that I can buy. Maybe I don't raid them. Maybe I come over this way and see about raiding them instead. Here, let's come visit this encampment. Yeah, I'm just gonna forage because then I don't have to spend any food. Yeah, we'll fight this guy, sure. And then after this battle we'll call it. Okay. Let's see here. Grenzer sharpshooters, yikes. French grenadiers, Grenzer grenadiers. So they have like no line infantry and a bunch of light infantry and a bunch of cavalry. And a fair amount of artillery. Okay. Let's... Let's do that. Yeah, get our Hessians over here. Okay. Sorry, I was just doing some thinking. I'll reveal my thoughts here once I finish with deployment. So the strong side of their line, it's going to be this end. Because they've got the sharpshooters, they've got really dangerous Hussar units. So I definitely want the grenadiers over here. So I like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. Let's just get moving. Let's get everyone advancing. Get the artillery on this hill. Get all of our foot out. Let's put the cavalry over here, but our Hessians over here. Basically what I was thinking about was my worst unit losses have come from trying to retreat from a charging unit and getting hit in the back. And so I'm just thinking that from now on, even if a unit gets caught out, it's probably for the best to just try to stand your ground and absorb the charge. And then once that unit routs, pray that you don't get charged again, or that unit doesn't chase you down and slaughter you. But I think my problem is I've been trying to run away from these charges, and I get hit in the back and the unit just shatters, and it's catastrophic. And I think that part of the reason it's been so bad is because they changed, or the developers changed the way that charging works, so that it is more devastating to be hit in the flanks or in the back, and especially if you're not braced. Let's bring the general over here. Let's go ahead and, oh my gosh. Let's get spread out. Let's start getting everyone spread out. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Our poor Hessians. Okay, looks like they're still being targeted, but not as much. Oh, jeez, block grandeurs, get out of the way. I changed my mind. I want them to take another volley and then step back. Because they're getting devastated at the moment. Switch you over to canister. Let these guys get out of the way. Oh my gosh, pull the general back a little bit. Here, come up and try to hit them with your carbines. Pull back, don't get shot by the grenadiers. Dude, what? The general is just getting wrecked. Oh my... What is he being hit by? I don't even know. This is so hard, because I want to keep him nearby, but also he's just getting shot by who knows what. Here, switch to quartered. My Jaegers have been devastated. Let's get them to back off. And let's have you come this way, you come this way. Except these guys are about to start routing. And they'll rout after this next volley, probably. Okay, Jaegers are out. These Musketeers are kind of out. Dude, this artillery is messing me up. Who shattered? Oh, these guys did? That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. They get ready to charge in. Oh, shoot my light cavalry. Okay, good. And they should get a shot off. Okay, good. Then let's get you turned this way. Let's get you marching forward. You need to march up here. Don't try to hit those Grinzer Grenadiers. And let's have you guys ready to fight off that cavalry. We'll bring up our Hessians. Wait for them to get closer. Okay, open fire. Very nice. Here, get into line. They'll reload in time. Okay, perfect. And you've got plenty of stamina, so go ahead and run into position. Oh, man. Okay, just one unit left. There we go. Okay, so another battle with a lot of losses, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and take the money. Provisions isn't terrible either, but we'll take the money. And we can upgrade these Brunswickers into Jaegers. And we'll rename them as such. Supply wagon isn't bad. I'll do that. Okay, here we've got good tobacco, so we can switch that out. And good gun picks. Tompions. Let's see. Maybe I give you guys Tompions. I can sell that. I mean, okay, maybe I should value it more, because morale is a bit of a problem at the moment. We'll see. Let's go ahead and check out this village. Go back to foraging. They've got good tobacco. Any German units? No, so we can burn this place to the ground and not feel bad. Yeah, I think we burn it. Maybe we buy some food. And then we burn it down. So let's do that. Assuming we don't find anything amazing. Excellent Tompions. I do like that. But we really need the money. We really need the money. So I'm not gonna buy them. So let's go ahead and just buy up some food. And then let's burn this place. Maybe one thing of ammunition. And then we burn it. Yeah, we burn it down, and then we call that the end. Winter, which is unfortunate. It's gonna slow us down. Yeah, let's keep raiding. Nice. We've got hussars. Now we've got 2 units of cavalry. We got good cylindrical ramrods, good greatcoats, and spontoons. So that was actually a good raid. Let's open up our new brigade. Plop down our new hussars. And let's get this foot out of here. And yeah, let's give them this. This will be our second line brigade. And let's move these guys over. I'll go ahead and move our Jaegers over here. And let's give you guys our officer. We can give you some good stuff. And then I've got these good cylindrical ramrods I can hand off. And excellent spontoons. Here, you no longer need this quartermaster. So let's give you tea rations instead, I guess. You can have tobacco. And we'll give you the excellent spontoon. And maybe we give you guys... Yeah, you take a spontoon and take back your coffee. And let's take the iron ramrods instead. And we can give you the quartermaster. And then what do I do with the surgeon? Could just give him to one of our grenadier units, I guess. Or to our cavalry. But the cavalry I don't really put into, I try not to put them into, you know, dangerous situations like that. So let's just give them to this unit for now. Okay. Well, now we have 3 more unit slots that we need to fill up, which I would like to do, and then maybe we take on this encamped army. We're very quickly running out of time. I've had a number of setbacks in this campaign, so we might be kind of doomed. Let's see, where's the HQ? They only have 21,000 men, so maybe... This is probably bloated by like a bunch of French units. Maybe that's why the unit... maybe that's why this army has so many units in it. But in any case, we're gonna have a tough time here. I think maybe next time we come down to the fort, see if there's a siege, come do this encampment, come over here, see if we can find some cheap artillery, and then we make our way up here. We probably burn down Weimar as well, just because we're desperate for money. Anyway, we'll see how it goes next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you're not hopefully you're not all feeling all depressed like I am. Hopefully you're wondering, wow, how's he gonna get out of this one? Because I'm wondering the same thing. How am I gonna get out of this one? In any case, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video.